What's up, everybody? My name is Ivan. Today we're gonna be watching another reacting to these animated horror stories, you guys. So that's why we're here today. This one is called "I Was Held Hostage for $50,000." This is another animated horror story. Let's do this. Let's see what you got. I want my volume up. Let's see. Oh wait, no. There. Okay. So let's do this.
This is the story of when I was held hostage for $50,000. I was at my bro Varun's house one night. It was raining like crazy outside. He just got his flamethrower, you know, the Elon Musk one, and he was flexing.
Yeah!
When are you ever gonna need a flamethrower?
You just jealous, fam, because I got a flamethrower and you don't.
Nothing was out of the ordinary until I got that text.
Guys.
So dumb.
What?
You hear about that number neighbor thing?
Nah, what's that?
Basically, you text your own number, but change the last digit.
Oh, I get it. Number neighbor.
Yeah, except this guy's even worse. Check this out.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
I got you.
For what? Answering spam?
You don't know that. What if he's one of those crazy YouTubers? You know, the ones who give out free money?
Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Oh!
Survive what?
Maybe Fortnite? Who cares?
Oh no, they shouldn't have
Worst
done
case
that.
scenario, we get a good laugh out of it. Best case scenario, $50,000. An hour goes by, and I mostly forget about the text. Then, Varun's dog comes running into the living room.
What kind of dog is that?
I hated that thing. His name was Simon. Yeah, I know, Simon's cute, but that's exactly why he's deadly. See, Simon had his favorite toy, just like any other dog. In this case, it was a tennis ball. So he'd bring the ball up to you, and you'd be like, okay, he wants to play fetch. And you pick up the ball and toss it. But no, Simon had this weird little quirk. Instead of chasing after the ball and bringing it back to you, he'd get mad that you threw his ball away, and he'd bite you as hard as he could. Ow!
What's good, fam? You hungry? I got you.
Varun gets up from the couch.
Be right back. Simon's gotta take a
Yeah, I don't get it either. But hey, the guy claims he can understand his dog. Who am I to tell him otherwise? Anyways, Varun leaves, so I'm just chilling by myself. And that's when things get really weird.
Oh boy.
I hear a knock. That's odd. Varun just left. Maybe he forgot something? I get up. I walk over to the front door. On second thought, he would have brought us keys. I look through the peephole. It's a guy holding an Uber Eats bag.
Oh, that's him.
I open the door.
Hi, Uber Eats.
I think there's a mistake. I didn't order any food.
Are you sure? It's definitely for this address.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe your friend ordered it.
How do you know I'm here with a friend?
I've delivered here before, many times. Look, you might as well just take it. It's already paid for.
Do you have any kind of ID to prove that you're actually with Uber?
Sure, follow me.
He turns around and leads the way. We walk towards the driveway.
Don't do
Then
this.
I see his parked car, and on it, the glowing Uber logo.
We good?
Yeah, sorry about that. I hear something. It's coming from the trunk.
It's his friend.
What's that?
Oh, gotta get that fixed. Driving Uber takes a toll on this whole thing.
Really? Mind if I take a look?
Sure, knock yourself out.
He takes out his keys and pops the trunk open. I slowly walk towards the back of the car, step by step, trying not to lose sight of the man. Then I open the trunk. Oh no. A man is tied up in the back of the trunk. But before I could react,
Oh, he shouldn't have trusted him.
where am I?
Oh my god.
I look around. My hands and feet are tied up.
Oh no.
The delivery guy is looking out the window. He turns to me.
You're up.
Why are you doing this?
Same reason as you. $50,000.
Then why am I still alive?
I can't kill you yet. Not till he gets here.
Who?
You don't know?
Someone knocks on the door.
Yo, open the door, fam. Don't you dare make a sound.
Then, the sound of a key unlocking the door. The delivery guy looks at me. Pause. Was just getting a little intense back there. How's your day going? Good? That's good. You know what would make it even better? If you cop some merch. Just kidding. But no, seriously. Alright. Where was I?
This guy probably passed out or something. The
Oh my gosh, captured the both of them.
That was a close call.
The man approaches me. Then Simon wobbles in with his tennis ball in his mouth.
Now, who do we have here?
The man kneels down beside Simon.
Aw, he wants to play.
He takes the ball from Simon and tosses it down the hallway.
Oh, that's gonna bite.
Go, fetch.
Simon's expression changes. The man is confused. My eyes light up. Then Simon chomps down right on the man's.
Ah! You little
This is my chance. I knock myself over. I manage to wiggle away from the chair and get up. I start hopping away.
Good. Oh, this is good.
Get back here!
I see the door to the garage. I get inside the garage and look around for something to free myself with. A toolkit. I find a knife and start cutting away at the rope around my hands.
Now, where were we?
Come on, almost there.
Is somebody hiding in the garage?
Yes. The door starts opening. My feet are still bound, and I'm out of time. I look around for something to defend myself with. That's it. Uber Eats this.
Yes. Actually, that was good. Wow. You guys, how did you guys like that one? Actually, that one was good. Got some explaining, but that's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, let's take a look at this one. Wait. So this one's called Disturbing True Dark Web Horror Story Animated. Alright, we don't need to do that part. Okay. Let's do this. Disturbing True Dark Web Horror Story Animated.
I was a regular on the chat rooms on the deep web back when I was a sophomore in high school. Literally every day for about 5 months straight.
This one might be a scary.
Before school, after basketball practice, and before bed. I was always on there. I'd chat with this one guy all the time because they seemed really cool. He'd always link me to funny videos. In about a month 3, it all changed. He would send links to weird rooms, then to dark live streams. So one day I was on a stream, and there was a lady chained to a bed and gagged. Then I clicked off of the stream, and I tried to click something else, then the mouse quit moving. It started to move by itself, and clicked back on the stream with the lady chained down. When it opened back up, the lady was still there, and a man with a potato sack on his head was on the screen. The potato sack only had one eye cut out, and that's all. There was a table that had a hacksaw, gun, and scissors with a shaving razor. The man spoke into the camera and said, "Pick one." Everyone picked the scissors and the razor. He then shaved her head. After that, he said, "Pick another one." And everyone picked a gun. He picked it up, held it to her head, while the woman was screaming, and then I gained control of the mouse and clicked off of it. I was thinking to myself, what am I watching? Then my mouse clicked on another stream. It was the same man with a barrel with what looked like boiling water in it. I tried gaining control of the mouse, but I couldn't. Then I heard a different woman crying in the background. The camera then zoomed out, and on the screen I saw the barrel, a bat, and a flamethrower. Then the masked man asked which one. The chat was split between the boiling water and the flamethrower. The man then said, "I'll use both then." He rolled the crying woman into the side of the camera, turned the flamethrower on, and aimed it at the barrel. At this point, he had her chained to the wheelchair. The water in the tub was boiling out of control. She started kicking and screaming even more. The man called another guy in the room. They unchained her, picked her up, and threw her toward the barrel. The screen then went black, but I could clearly hear the woman screaming and splashing. For about 2 minutes, that's all I heard. Then it stopped. The screen then came back and it was focused on the barrel. The 2 men just stood there, staring at the camera, breathing heavily. And that woman,
This guy can't.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was a terrible sight. Then the stream ended. I closed out of everything, and I sat there in silence for a while. Honestly, that wasn't my last time on the dark web because I honestly enjoyed it. There are a lot of people out there like me, more than you think. Be careful about going on the deep or the dark web.
Oh, heck no. That...
Bell icon.
Now that was creepy. I actually understand that one. I actually understand that one. But it was creepy. What do y'all think? Should we do one more? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. Wait a minute, what's this one? This is called the... Oh, I think we should do this one, guys. So, this one's called the Thorn Baby. Ooh. Yeah. This one's probably gonna be very creepy. Sent to us by Nightmare Tales. That's who it was. Alright, let's do this. The Thorn Baby.
This is the story of a man. A lonely man. A man living alone. He's lived alone for as long as he can remember. Why? He doesn't know. He spends his days doing odd jobs around the house, or when it's warm enough, he likes to sit on the grass outside and ponder the meaning of life. In the evening, he watches television. Nothing in particular. Just whatever's on, or whatever's not sports. Unfortunately for him this evening, though, his television starts to play up and loses its signal.
Oh no.
He sits there, frustrated, hoping it'll sort itself out. When suddenly, it loses power completely, and shortly after that,
That's not good.
his whole house goes down.
Oh no.
Great. Just great, he thinks to himself as he sits there in the dark pondering what he should do next. It's late. So does he just go to bed and deal with it in the morning? Or go outside to the fuse box and try to fix it? He soon decides it's best dealt with now, gets up and goes out the back door. Once outside, he is overcome with a very odd feeling. He looks up and is frozen in shock with what he sees.
What is
A
he seeing?
huge creature is in his yard, just sitting there,
Thorn Baby.
staring at him.
Oh my god.
It has a huge head and a small body, a lot like a baby, except this thing is massive, and this thing looks hideous. It has two huge empty eyes and several
Bro, look at its eyes. It's all blue. There's thorns sticking out of its head. Oh god.
thorns sticking out of its
like-
head.
Literally.
What the hell, he thinks to himself. Where did this thing come from? And what do I do
Close your
now?
eyes and count to 10.
Hello, he offers up, not knowing what else to say. The creature just stares back at him as its
Wait, what is that in
oversized
its
head
hand?
tilts around as if it's also trying to figure out what it's looking
I
at.
have no idea what that is there.
Who are you? He asks. But once again, nothing. The creature appears to be holding some kind of stick, like a huge breadstick, which it slowly pushes into its mouth and stirs around. The man has no idea what to make of this, and no idea what to do next.
I have no idea what that is.
Then, it pulls the stick out of its mouth,
Ew.
its mucus clinging to it like glue,
Why does it look like
and then
green?
offers it up to the man
No.
in what appears to be a gesture of
do
friendship.
Don't do it.
The man, however, is repulsed by this and shouts at the creature to get this disgusting thing out of his face. He then asks the creature where he came from and what he's doing here. But once again, there's no reply. The creature, not comprehending any of this, playfully raises the stick and then throws it past the man where it smashes into the door of his house.
Oh, no.
The man has now had enough. With newfound courage, he shouts at the creature and tells him to get out of his yard or else he'll call the police. The creature, unfazed by his outburst, just stares back at him in a naturally unsettling way. This infuriates the man even more, coupled with the fact of how stupid he must sound, talking to a monster baby,
No.
and how even stupider he would sound trying to explain this to the police. Then, the baby lurched forward and grabbed hold of the man. I'm not having this, he thought to himself, and he sunk his teeth into the creature's hand and bit down as hard as he could until it released him. He fell to the ground, and then watched closely as the creature's bottom lip began to tremble, and then he winced as it let out a god-awful scream as it rolled back onto the ground, crying its eyes out.
Oh my gosh.
The man had had enough. Perhaps if I call the fire brigade, he thought to himself, or the army, or... Suddenly his train of thought was halted as he saw an enormous pair of hands descend from the darkness above.
What is that?
And then pick up the creature. The man's legs went weak with fear as he looked further up into the heavens to see a huge fist bearing down on him. It struck him with incredible force and smashed him into the ground below.
Oh!
He had often wondered what lay out in the great wide world, and now he would never know.
Oh! What? Oh my goodness, bro, that's just creepy. This one was a weird one, but I also think I understand it too, though. I understand this one. It was kind of weird, though, but I appreciate it, though. It was a good one. I actually really understand that one, too. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed these horror animations, these like weird ones. So the next time we're going to continue with this. And if you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button, please, if you haven't yet. And that like button as well. And as always, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.